I'm a couple of minutes early, but that is because I wanted to make sure that we start on time, and this thing sometimes gets temperamental. While I'm setting up, let me say hi. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hope you guys had a good day. All right, so we are all shared out on Facebook. Let's get ourselves to Instagram. Hi. All right, let me put in my title. So let me turn this around, and then let me put in my title. Louboutin. Hi, all in your mouth. Hi, Miss Simon Breeze. Oh, man. Louboutin, man. How you guys doing? I'm trying to pin this. Let me wave hello to you guys. Hi, Facebook. Okay, we got a good amount of people on Facebook. Hey, guys. Hey, Tanya. How you doing, darling? Okay, so we are almost all set up. Let me get, okay, this thing. All right, so you guys know the drill. Hi, VP Financial Advice. So we are getting started at 8:05 so we can give people time to come on into the room. And so, hi, Miss Whitney. Oh, there's a lot of you guys today. Hey, hey. All right, can't wait to get started. How's you guys' day? How was your day today? Mine went really well. I went to work. I came back. I went to the gym. I had a fantastic session at the gym. How was your day today? Let me know. Any wins? Any cool stuff happen? While we wait for other people to join. Facebook, don't be shy. I know you guys like to be shy. I don't know why. We are friendly here. Okay, so we're going to get started in about 3 minutes. You got rest. Good for you, Miss Whitney. Enjoy your vacay. I'm trying to think if there's any announcements that I have for you guys. Oh, I do. So, guys, I'm thinking about cutting this show back to 3 days a week because 4 days a week is a lot. It's not something that's going to happen immediately, but as my schedule picks up, I may need to cut the show down, at least take maybe do 3 days a week as opposed to 4, because doing a show every night at 8 is a lot. But I will let you know as that becomes more and more of a reality. 11 people on Facebook. Hey, y'all, let me know where y'all coming from. I love when Facebook people talk to me. Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays. I was thinking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Hi, Busy Peach. Hi, Busy with B. Okay. So we're getting started in about 2 minutes. I'm going to give some more people time to come on in. Tanya's over here holding it down for Facebook. Tanya's the only one who wants to talk to me. All right, we're getting started in 1 minute. Thank you for your participation. Instagram, y'all like to talk to me? Hey, Janoria, thank you for saying hello. How are you? Okay. 12 people on Facebook. My goodness. Okay. All right, we're getting started in just about 1 minute. You can listen to the cool stylings of hip-hop instrumentals. We have gotten over the hump, guys. Tomorrow's Thursday. Weekend is like in our vision. Totally excited. All right. At 8:05, I need you guys to share this out to your people, okay? I'm good, Janoria. Thank you. Petra. Hi, Petra. First time from Orlando. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, guys. It is 8:05. It is time to get started. So share this out to your groups, to your people, to anybody who you think might benefit from NPL Legal Dish. Okay, I'm about to start the recording, and we're going to get it popping. All right. Okay. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. We've got some new people today, and I'm very excited. If you're wondering who I am, I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself. Hi, Murmur. I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So if you need help with registering with the state, getting contracts, getting EIN numbers, DUNS numbers, hiring employees, brand protection, overall structure for your business to make you legit, I help you do all of that. Why am I qualified to help you do all of that? I'm so happy that you asked. I'm a licensed attorney. I have been one for 14 years and counting. I have started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to make it, there's just some concepts that you need to know. Now, if you have a business that you are trying to get started in 2020 or a business that you have started and you need to get some structure behind it, you want to be official, and you want to see how I can help you do that, see how we can work together, there's some ways that you can do that. You're going to want to go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. There you're going to be able to book a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client. You will also be able to download my free business launch cheat sheet, which will help you get your dream business started in 7 days or less. At that link, you will also be able to subscribe to my YouTube channel where I house all the episodes of this show, and you can watch them forever. Or if you can't watch, you can listen by subscribing to my podcast. And all that is at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. Also, for this month, my EIN workshop is on sale for the low price of $29. An EIN number is necessary for you to do anything official with your business. It's your business's social security number. You need it for a lot of things. And if you don't know how to apply for one, as opposed to paying an attorney $75 or $75 to $125 to do it for you, I teach you how to do it at least for this month for $29. So go pick that up at linktree.ee/NPLconsultingfirm.com. But that's enough about me. Now on to the show. Hello to the new people who just popped in. This is how it works if you're new, if you've never been here before. So I pull stories either from the news or things that come into my inbox, things that you guys share with me, because I do love when you guys send me stories. And I pick the ones that have lessons that we can learn as business owners, and we discuss them. This is a conversation, ladies and gentlemen. So I am going to ask you questions. I'm going to want to get answers from you. I'm going to want you to put comments in the boxes, all right? So you got to stay on your toes. I'm going to ask you questions, all right? So if we are ready to get started, I want to see a couple of readies. We got a whole bunch of people out in Facebook land, and I'm only asking for 3 readies. So Facebook, I'm going to wait for my readies, and I'm going to need to... Hi, Flowered Heart. And I want to see some readies over in Instagram too, all right? Because I want to make sure that everybody is on the same page. So once I see some readies, we are going to get this show popping. Yes. And while I wait for my readies, I want to remind you guys, for those of you, if you need a logo for your business, I just finished a Logos 101 series with Martine Mango of Seedbox Digital. That whole video training is on sale for $79 as well at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. Where are my readies, y'all? Okay, we don't have we don't have time to waste, so we're just gonna go ahead. There might be also a delay in Facebook land, because I know that Facebook, I don't know, they just have an awful delay. Anyway, let's get to our stories. So the first story that we are talking about is the title of the show. It's a Louboutin update. Since I have started this show, guys, I have been doing. I've been live broadcasting for probably like a year and a half, but this format of the show, probably a little over a year. I think it took me about 3 months of live broadcasting to figure out what I wanted to do. And since the very first time I started this NPL Legal Dish format, I have been talking about Christian Louboutin and his red bottoms. From the very first show. So Christian Louboutin has, for the past few years, been going all around the world trying to trademark his signature. Thank you, Murmur, for the ready. It just came through. The delay on Facebook is outrageous. My God. Okay. But yes. So since the beginning of this show, I have been talking about and updating you guys on Christian Louboutin going all around the world. So trademarks are, they're not worldwide. When you trademark something in the United States, you have two options. You can get a state trademark or you can get a federal trademark. There are also trademark laws in other countries. However, just because you have a trademark in the United States doesn't mean that you have a trademark in England. The way that we enforce our trademarks is through a series of treaties and also going to apply in different countries. So, Christian Louboutin, we know Christian Louboutin, red bottoms, bloody shoes, all the it girls have Christian Louboutin. Christian Louboutin's red bottoms, we can say that they're very famous. People know them, and Christian Louboutin wants to protect those red bottoms. So he's been going all around the world to different countries trying to trademark a shape, red shoe soles as his trademark. He has won in some countries and he has lost in some countries. Why? Because different countries have different rules for what can be trademarked, particularly because Christian Louboutin is trying to trademark a pretty generic shape and a color. And some countries argue that it's not distinctive enough. But Christian Louboutin has been successful in other countries. And today the update that we have is that Christian Louboutin has been successful in trademarking his red bottoms in China. So Christian Louboutin, like I said, he has lost in some countries. I'm actually very surprised that he won in China. Now, I am not familiar with China's trademark laws, but I think for a country that produces so much, and has so many different countries, I thought that their standard or their standard for trademarking might be a little bit stronger, but Christian Louboutin now has an official trademark in China. Why did I pick this case? I picked this case again to remind us that trademarks are not automatic worldwide. If you have a brand and you plan on taking this brand worldwide, be aware that as you grow, you're going to have to either apply for trademarks in these countries that you spread out to, or use treaties to try and get things extended. Hi, Greedy 816, okay? But congratulations to Christian Louboutin for getting his red bottoms trademarked in China. I think he was denied by Denmark. But I think he was denied by Denmark. One of those cold Viking countries. He was denied his trademark. But he got it in China. Hi, Pink Black Girl. I haven't seen you in a minute. Yes. So congratulations to Christian. All right. The next story that we are talking about, I read a very interesting article today. So if you're watching this show, odds are that you have thought about starting your business, maybe even have a business running. Is anybody here in the wine and spirits business or the liquor business or want to be in the wine and liquor and spirits business, because I read a very interesting article today. In this article, now we know that when we are registering for a trademark, if we want to trademark something for our business in our industry, we have to check, everybody within our industry to make sure that we're not the only, to make sure that we're the only one. So think about McDonald's and the Golden Arches. McDonald's Golden Arches, that is the only Golden Arches that you will see in the fast food world. In the tech world, Apple Incorporated, the people who make the iPhones, they are the only ones who use that Apple symbol. That is their trademark. I'm trying to think of another industry. Energy drinks, Monster Energy Drink. They're actually trademark bullies. They sue everybody, but they have that signature M, right, in their industry. When you are trying to trademark something in your industry, you have to do your due diligence and make sure that nobody already has the name or the picture or the symbol that you're trying to trademark. And if you are thinking about what kind of logo you want to do, again, you want to pick up the Logos 101 series, because it goes over the 7 different types of logos and which ones you should pick for your business. But yes. So this article said that if you are trying to get into the beer business, so we know that a lot of people are doing craft beers and, locally sourced beers and things like that. So there are a lot of different beer brands that are coming out. Well, this article said that you also need to check the wine industry for your trademarks. Hi, Reset Wellness DC. Why? Because recently there was a case decided that this company, they came out with a beer and they had the name Tempus. And they checked all the other, beers in their industry, in their corner of the market, and no other beer had it, but a wine company that was distributed in their area in the same avenues had the same brand name. And this company was denied the trademark for their beer. So if you are interested in getting into the beer industry, before you choose your trademark, not only should you do your trademark search within the beer industry, but you also need to do it in the wine industry, okay? And I picked that because I want you guys to be aware that if you want to do research up front, you don't want to waste a lot of time getting mock-ups of logos and names done, and because you haven't done your search, you find out that the name is taken and you have to start over. I did a case not even a month ago of a woman. She had been running a business for 10 years. It was a bakery. She never bothered to trademark her name. Another company came in about last year and trademarked the name, and now she has to change her whole business name. She has to change all of her marketing because she did not, secure things, and she didn't do any searches. AP Jackson said should check all beverage companies. Right, that would be very smart, very smart. Just do the whole kit and caboodle. But if you're gonna do nothing else, if you're planning on getting into the beer industry and you're figuring out what your trademark or name is gonna be, make sure that you at least check the wine industry along with the beer industry. But AP Jackson, checking all beverage companies, that is a smart idea as well. Cover all your bases, all right? Because you don't want to be knocked upside the head with a cease and desist from somebody that you never heard of. All right? Okay, let me take some of my water. So we don't have, and it's worth paying for assistance with the trademark application. It is worth paying for assistance because if you have, an attorney will know where to look to make sure that the trademark is not taken. You said some of it was German to you. And attorneys are trained to kind of cut through the legalese and figure out what matters to you. But if you're not in If you're not in a place where you can necessarily afford that help, at the very least, here are some places that you can start to do a preliminary search to maybe help yourself. One, the United States Patent and Trade Office has a trademark search tool called TESS, TESS. You can always go to the USPTO website, uspto.gov, and go to the TESS database search and look up trademarks for your industry. The second thing you can do is check your state, because trademarks can be local. They're not necessarily all federal. Check your state business website. They will have any state registered trademarks there as well. And third, a good old Google search. There is nothing wrong with a good old Google search. Go out there, search, the name and different companies and things like that. Do your due diligence while you are at least getting the funds together to hire help. All right. So that's my 2 cents on that. But before we move on to the next and final story for the evening, I want to remind you guys who might be new that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you want to advertise your business on the show, I do take 30-second spots. You can book a spot at linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm. 30-second spots start at $9. And it will be up forever on my YouTube, on my Facebook, and up for 24 hours on Instagram. So anybody who watches the replay on YouTube or Facebook will hear your commercial. And I have a pretty good following on Facebook. Even though y'all don't like to talk to me, y'all like to watch. But yes, so go to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, and that's also where you can book your free 15-minute consultation to talk about how we can, get your brand protected and make sure that you're not running afoul of anybody else's trademark. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. I love them. All right, so we are moving on to our last story for the evening. I think we're going to finish early, so we might do some Q&A after this. Do we have any basketball fans in the house? If you like basketball, you don't even have Facebook anymore. Well, you can watch the replays on YouTube then. If you like basketball, give me a basketball emoji. Give me a basketball emoji. We are not talking about Kobe, no. I actually, at least on Twitter, I muted all mentions of Kobe and his daughter because it was just too sad. I couldn't do it. Reset Wellness is a basketball fan. She gave me 3 basketballs. Anybody else like basketball? I know that there is a delay on Facebook, so I'm going to assume that y'all are putting your basketballs in now. But we are going to move on forward. So, even if you don't like basketball, hi Key Craftique. Even if you don't like basketball, I'm sure you have heard of LeBron James, the NBA, and ESPN, okay? They're known everywhere. LeBron James, I mean, SN, you don't watch basketball to the playoffs. You better than me. I don't watch it all. LeBron, arguably one of the best players, in history. NBA, National Basketball Association, and ESPN, they are a sports network. So, apparently all 3 of these entities, LeBron James, the NBA, and ESPN, they are being sued by a Maryland nonprofit. There is a company in Maryland, Game Plan, Inc. They do programming for student athletes, academic programming to keep them on track. And they have a trademark for the phrase, I am more than an athlete. They've had this trademark for a few years. They actually went to an NBA game in 2017 with a bunch of the kids in their program wearing these shirts that said, I am more than an athlete. So, they've been using this phrase. Well, apparently, LeBron, the NBA, and ESPN have started using this phrase in 2018. Not necessarily I am more than an athlete, but more than an athlete. They've been using it on clothing. They're actually, and there's actually a TV series coming out about LeBron that is being titled More Than an Athlete, and they have actually used the phrase in a video game. So, Gameplan Inc., this small company in Maryland, they sent a cease and desist to LeBron's, representatives, the NBA and ESPN, and they got no response. So since they tried to, resolve it amicably, they have filed a trademark infringement suit against LeBron, against NBA, and against ESPN. And they want money damages. They want an injunction against all three of these entities. An injunction means that they want the court to say, hey, you can't do this. And they also want attorney's fees. Now, none of these entities have responded to Gameplan Inc., so we don't know what they plan on doing. So why do I bring this case up? Is because nobody is above. Hi, Lacey J. Nobody is above the law. It doesn't matter how big you are or how small you are. Hi, Nessie Time, California girl. It doesn't matter how big you are or how small you are. If you have a trademark that is registered, you have a right to enforce it. It doesn't matter if you're a small nonprofit in Maryland going up against three huge entities with, probably the net worth of several countries between them. Because this small company has this trademark, this registered trademark, they have every right to go against these three entities and say, hey, you're using our stuff. Keycraftique said, I think they have a good case, and it seemed like ESPN may have tried to shorten it on purpose. And that is not the first time that I have seen the ESPN do that. How many of you guys watched, I think it was Ed Lover. He had a YouTube series called Come On Son. And then ESPN went and did like a knockoff sports show called Come On Man. So the ESPN is not a stranger to this. SNNC14 said, I hope Gameplan Inc. gets their paper. Look, NBA, ESPN, and LeBron violated. Do you guys think that SNNC14 said, come on, so it was hilarious, and then ESPN stole it. But do you guys think that Gameplan Inc. has a good case here? What do you think that the NBA, LeBron, ESPN will settle? Do you think they're going to try and drag it out? Because these three entities, they do have the money to drag this case out. Or do you think that they just maybe will settle and, give them some hush money to stay quiet? What do you guys think will happen? Reset Wellness said definitely. What? Definitely what? SNSE Ed Lover should have sued them. Well, he didn't. So Reset Wellness, what is your definitely referring to? Let me know, girl. Yes. I think that there's going to be some type of settlement. Like, the NBA, ESPN, and LeBron, they don't want this bad press that, you think they have a case. Probably drag it out. I think they're going to settle. They don't want the bad press. LeBron opened up a school for at-risk youth. The NBA, they want to keep a clean image. And, ESPN, I don't know, they out there. But, it's not a good look for LeBron, and his brand and what he seems to be about, to go about trying to, drag out a case with a small nonprofit that's trying to help student athletes be better. So in my opinion, they're probably going to settle. Yeah, SNNC14 said they'll most likely settle out of court. They probably will. They probably will. At least that's my opinion. Anybody else got an opinion? What y'all doing over there, Facebook? Reset Wellness said, I take the settlement. Well, I hope that they are able to come to an amicable resolution. Maybe those kids can go out and meet LeBron or something. Maybe he can come and do a talk. But, good luck to them. How much time do we have? Okay. We got about about 6 more minutes. And that was the last story that I had. So we're not going to end early. We're going to take this 6 minutes and we are going to do some Q&A. It can be about the stories. Any of the stories that we've covered, doesn't have to be tonight. Anything that we've covered that you maybe have a question on. If you have a question about any business formation topics, like getting an EIN number, DUNS numbers, contracts. Remember, my EIN workshop is on sale for $29 this month. If you have questions about hiring employees, if you have questions about brand protection, guys, I want to remind you, if you were not here for Logos 101 with Martine Mango of Seedbox Digital, she broke down the 7 types of logos, the types that are best for which businesses, color psychology, meaning which colors you should choose, choosing fonts, how to work with a logo designer. She broke it down from A to Z. And if you are in need of a rebrand or you are trying to decide how to brand your business, this video series is for you. It is only $79. Working with a designer will cost you hundreds, whereas this will give you the foundations and help you cut down on time and money. You need logo help? You can find her at Seedbox Digital. Nessie Time asked, does copyrighted material have to be renewed? No, copyrights do not have to be renewed. Copyrights are good for the life of the creator plus 70 years. And after that, they become public domain. Okay? So once you get your copyright, you don't have to go and reapply. That is not the same for trademarks. Trademarks have to be renewed every 10 years, guys. Okay? Just a reminder. That was a good question, Nessie Time. Thank you. We've got about 4 more minutes. What else do I want to let you guys know? We'll be back here again tomorrow. You're welcome. I was saying earlier in the show, I'm thinking about cutting the show down to 3 days a week because 4 days a week is really a lot. It is a big commitment, and I love hanging out with you guys, but I also need to make time to actually go out and network with people. Lisa J asked, should you get trademarks prior to setting up your business? I think you should make sure that what you're trying to trademark is what you really want, because your first few years of business, you're probably going to go through some changes. Now, you definitely do want to protect your marks if you have a logo, and if you have the money to protect it early, do it. But if you are bootstrapping it, you want to make sure that that is the brand that you are going to be working with. That is your logo. That is your phrase that you're sticking with, because you don't want to have a trademark that you spent all this money for and that you don't use, okay? But I would say trademark early if you can. Trademark early if you can, but make sure that it's something that you know that you're going to be using. Keycraftique asks, if someone starts using the spelling of your name for their business, can I do something about that? So if somebody else is calling themselves Keycraftique, we'll just use that for an example. If you don't have a trademark for Keycraftique in your industry, I'm assuming you do something with knitting or crocheting, then there's not really much that you can do unless you can show that you have built up, that you have built up a name for yourself. Like if you've been using this name for a year and you're all over social media and you've been using it for business, because trademarks are about making money. When you trademark something, you say that, hey, this is my symbol in the marketplace. This brand represents the products that I sell. So if someone is just using the name and they're not really selling anything, that's different. But you may want to book a free 15-minute consultation so we can talk more in depth about that, because I need to understand what the outside situation is, because there may be some extenuating circumstances. So go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm, hit the book your one-on-one, and then pick the 15-minute free consultation. SNNC14 said, have you ever heard of any cases where an author wrote both a book and an adapted screenplay of her book and was able to sell the screenplay to a movie studio? I have not, because I'm not really into the movie thing like that. I don't know anything about screenplays. So I don't know. But I mean, usually I think what happens is someone writes a book and then a company offers to buy the book and then they have their own people who adapt it for the screen. Keycraft Teague said, I'm sure it was after they saw my spelling and page. Okay, yeah, book a consultation because I need to know, like, what does this person do? You know, what is the context in which they're using it? So there's very many different things. So I can't give you a definitive answer right here, right now. That's kind of that's the thing about the law. All right. I did scroll up to your question. I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. So I think I've answered everybody's question. We are on. You want to avoid having a studio buy your book and ruin it? Well, then I guess you should start writing that screenplay. Start adapting it for the screen. You're gonna have to learn to write a screenplay, I guess. IDK. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of our show tonight. We will be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. with our Thursday show. Make sure that you take care of yourselves, drink your water, exercise. I went to the gym today. I was on the elliptical doing my thing. If you have any questions about business formation, please DM me, book a free 15-minute consultation, email me. I want to hear from y'all. If you find any stories that you want me to talk about on the show, hit your girl up. I can't find everything. I love when you guys send me stories, okay? So have a good night. I will see you back here tomorrow at 8, okay? Bye.